It's been a miserable week, but finally it looks like the weather is changing. So it's time to start burning again. I'm rolling out to the burn pile I tried to start 2 times before. But it's rather green wood and it hasn't been drying very long. This was my first failed attempt. And this is the second failure. I guess these things happen without decent prep work. Well, let's continue rolling. There she is, still waiting for us. But the land is still wet and I don't want to ruin my new clogs. So I'm going to change to my rubber boots. I'll be right back. See what I mean? This is much more appropriate footwear. Stupid cows have been digging a pond over here. Not sure how deep it is. Whoa, fuck! That was unexpected. We're almost there. About 2 weeks ago I was chopping up the fire pile to prepare it for burning. And at that time the wind seemed to be coming from the north, so I was planning to start a fire over here, but today the wind has shifted to the east. So I'm going to move this wood to the east and start my fire over there. Lots of pollen. Alright, this will take a while. I can smell the gas. Almost. Choke. Ah, hot, damn it. Stupid cord broke. Or the knot pulled straight through this plastic thingy. That sucks. Well, no chainsaw action today. So it looks like this is where I started the fire before, and I'm going to build my new fire on top of this using some dry oak. So this is some oak that has been drying for almost a year, or a bit more than a year. I chopped it up in little pieces and it should help me get the fire started. I also prepared some newspapers. Wind's starting to pick up, so that's good. Not for the recordings. And of course I did bring some dirty diesel. Very environmentally correct. Well, that's basically all I brought. I'm going to stack a little bit of wet wood on top of this, and then we're going to have a party. I think that's the best prep work that I ever did. I have no idea what else I can do. A bit more diesel. and then I'm gonna go wind or no wind. Let's hope the torch is well, first try. Wind is shifting a bit to the north. I should probably start feeding her something. Maybe I should start blowing. I also need to go home to charge the battery. Almost. Freaking wind is letting me down again. Oops. I'm out of diesel. No, not completely. No, I'm out. Well, I think I'm gonna go home and put the battery back in the charger. I'm confident that it is going to make it. As soon as that oak core is burning, I should be able to feed it the rest of the wet stuff. Well, I gave her something to eat. Now I'm going to go home and change the battery. If we're lucky, the wind will blow the fire right through the whole pile. And when I come back from my tea, the whole pile is blazing. handheld shooting with the last bit of juice in the battery. Doesn't look promising from here, but I'm confident that it's going to go all the way. I don't see any flames, but I can hear the sounds of fire. I'll be back. So we're back on the tripod, and it looks like the flames have been eating themselves through the pile. Very good. Well, I'll clean this up, I'll tidy this up, and then I'm going to do some other shit. Yeah, that's how we do it. And now I'm going to see if I can fold over that other side into the fire. Well, this angle will pretty much suck because the wind and the sun is almost in your eyes. But we're gonna try it anyway. I should have started the fire on the north, or at least the northeast. Now the flames will have to fight against the wind. Well, what little wind there is. But it's gonna be okay. It will make it. How's the view from down there? Looks decent. Well, I'm going to leave it alone now. I'll check back in after dinner time. One more shot up close to the flames, but it's probably too hot for the camera. I'll be back later. I just did one more quick round of cleanup because, well, I can't help myself. It's too much fun. Too hot, too hot, and too smoky. Well, now I'm really gonna go home for some lunch. So this is how I'm leaving it, and to be honest, it feels like rain. I hope I'm wrong. See you later, and do your thing, little flames. I told you it was going to rain. It's about an hour later, and I had some lunch, and it looks like there are not much flames left. Well, I will rake all of this together and call it a day. That's a piece of oak that I used to start a fire. Well, I'll leave it like this, and I'll check back in on this somewhere in the afternoon. Did I mention that it started to lightly rain? And that's not good for my camera. My empty diesel bottle, my torch, my chainsaw, and last but not least, my pitchfork. You know what? I'll leave this here. Alright, I'm rolling out. Oh, I almost forgot my camera. But not really, it's just an excuse to keep poking in this pile. Alright, this is how I'm going to leave it for real. It's about 4:45 and I'm almost back on site. I don't see any smoke anymore, but we did have some rain this afternoon. The day started out a whole lot nicer. Well, I better do my last cleanup for the day. So it looks like there's only a pile of white ashes left, although I can still feel the heat coming from that pile while standing behind the camera. Let's find out what is underneath the ashes. Okay, I gotta move the camera because the ashes are blowing in your direction. That's better. I was hoping for a nice spring day, but it is kind of miserable at the moment. Well, most of it is gone. That worked out great. It's nice and warm. Just what I need. Ah, there are some flames. I'll do a close-up and then I'm gonna go home again. Well, tomorrow morning I'm gonna give it another clean up, see if there's any fire left. Well, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Wind's blowing hard today, so the recording will suck. Well, let's check up on our fire pile after I'm done drinking my tea. Those bastards are back. Maybe I'll try and start this pile later today after I charge the batteries. The wind should blow that little rain from yesterday right out of the pile. We're almost on site. So this is all that is left. And you can see that it has been raining a little bit. Let's see if there is any heat left. 192, 76, 177. Yeah, you can really warm your feet on that. I think I saw something glowing. After a little bit of raking, I can now really feel the heat. You can also see a little bit of glowing. The wind is coming from the north today. Here's some dead branches I got from the ditch. Let's see if I can ignite these. They're still a bit wet from yesterday's rain. And now I'm going to turn off the camera to save the battery. Looks like the neighbor also has a little fire pile over there. I wonder if she needs any help, if she wants to share in the glory. Well, it only took a minute and it's burning already. Well, that's it for me. I'm going home, finish my breakfast. Well, that's the neighbor's cat, and she's a bit of a weird one, or he, I don't know. You can pet it, but then she starts biting. Where's the wind when you need it?
No go.